think what people really want to see is those blinker stalks on the side.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Let's rotate.
we almost
this a little
forgot
bit.
about that.
No, we haven't.
This for me was definitely
Yep.
like what I
Maybe
missed most
through
with
here?
like previous wheel setups I had. Like having these kind of controls at your fingertips, it just makes it life so much easier and so much more immersive too.
And I can see even wipers are there. Oh, even the flash, the high beams
The
flash.
high beams, you can turn on it permanently, and this is how you
Yeah,
adjust.
so chat is going mental now.
Yeah.
Like someone saying proper sticks. Finally, now we talking.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yep.
this is how you adjust the wiper.
damn sold.
They're just momentary switches, so you still have to click it on and click it off. But
Mhm.
I mean, in real life, that's the way it is. They don't
Yeah,
auto
yeah.
cancel, at least
Yeah.
on U.S. trucks. I don't know. There's a adjustment for the stiffness of the shifter, right, Oscar?
Yep. So this will basically change how tight the shifter feels. So if you
Oh,
turn it
okay.
all the way, what is this? Anti-clockwise.
Okay. Yeah.
Anti-clockwise.
Counterclockwise, yeah.
Yeah. So the shifter action will be light.
Okay.
So if you turn it all the way clockwise, then it will be.
Oh, I can
stiffer.
feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of want
Nice.
if you want to kind of emulate the experience you get between a pretty old truck where the
Mhm.
shifter is a little bit loose versus a brand new one, you could do that, and of course it's based on your preference, right?
Nice.
So 40 centimeters across.
So, it's
Yeah.
guys, as you can see, it's more close to the. Oh, he has a measurement too.
It is
even.
40. It is 40.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So it's actually like more close to the correct size of a truck wheel, right?
Yeah, I believe it should be right.
Mark, do you know what size usually trucks have their steering wheels?
I know U.S. trucks are typically 18 inches across.
Mhm.
I don't know what that translates to in centimeters, unfortunately,
I
but it
don't know
does.
either.
It definitely has more of a feel compared to other wheels you typically find on the market. It definitely has that bigger feel, and sitting at your computer, you maybe wouldn't want to have like a real life 18 or 20 inch wheel. That might be a little too big behind your 29 inch monitor or whatever, right? This I feel like is the perfect size.
Yeah, I think this is also quite a common size in Europe, especially on the modern trucks. For example, I believe the Renault T has exactly a 40 centimeter wheel.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They have a larger version as well, but this is one of the. They have this as an option.
We got the parking brake, which is a pull push lever, the big
Oh, yeah.
4-way hazard light button, and it works both ways. You can push it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, our game doesn't support push for apply and pull to release or whatever. It's just going to be the same action.
And I think what's cool, I would say, is the horn actually works. You can actually you just
you
do
you
that.
can attach it. You can like assign it as a
yeah,
button.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
when you
why
run
it's-
the input wizard, it automatically goes to your city horn, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that's your city horn.
So you can see the wheel also, it's like much flatter, like, a typical semi-truck or bus or something like that, right? It's like, it feels like driving a truck. It's not like you have a steering wheel that's like straight up and down in front of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole kind of combination of everything. Like I said, having everything here, it's just like a really good experience playing the game with this. On the other side,
Oh yeah, I just wanted to ask what's
Yeah.
on the other side.
look at that one.
Lots of buttons on it.
More buttons.
But it's
Even more
also
buttons.
for either your engine brake or your retarder, so you can push it up and down.
And even
Yep,
like,
it goes in and
Oh,
out as well. So this is for your gear controls.
but also this is
Yep, it's a
My
twist.
hand blocking it, but
Yeah.
it's twist. Yeah.
It's a twist to put it into drive for automatic transmissions. There's also a neutral and a reverse button here,
Mhm.
of course. So then you can control the
Yeah.
whole transmission
Yeah.
just through the stalk, which is like on a real truck. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You can also switch the power modes for the automatic transmission through this button. There's also a switch for automatic engine brake, automatic retarder.
So basically
Yeah,
anything you're
anything
gonna ever
anything
need.
you're gonna do with the gearbox, it's all here. Of course, like I said, you can reassign it. There's also at the end of the stalk the button to switch between automatic and sequential
Oh,
mode if you
nice.
want to.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, and I see some questions on the chat. If there's force feedback, yes.
Yep.
Yes, it does have force feedback.
It's good quality too. Like the steering wheel is like stable. It's got a good smooth feel to it. Like it's not clunky or notchy. Like it's just very smooth. And I always have my force feedback turned down a little bit. So for you guys watching, it might seem a little light. That's just kind of the way I like it. Oh, something actually we didn't mention, and I'll
yeah.
This actually has an 1800 degree.
Oh yeah, how did we forget that?
Yeah, I know, right? So like when you actually want to turn,
Oh, that's
you
quite
gotta
important.
turn.
That's quite important.
Yeah. That was one of the things we insisted on, which was pretty difficult for, I think, a lot of the companies to do this, because usually you would find that it's only 900 degrees
oh, that's on the road I can drive.
or 270, depending on the product. But 1,800 is pretty rare, I would say. So that was one of our biggest requirements, that we should at least be able, to simulate the steering angle on the real truck. How are you liking it, Mark? How accurate do you think it is?
I'm getting like PTSD flashbacks of like
Whoa,
being in a parking lot trying to like back into a spot and turning the wheel a million times.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a workout for sure.
Someone was asking, can you change the angle of the steering wheel? The answer is yes. You can adjust it. You can adjust it in the settings. If you buy this wheel, there's gonna be a companion app kind of thing where you can adjust some different parameters of the wheel. So of course one of them will be the steering angle, and of course you can adjust the steering angle animation also in the game to match whatever setting you have it. So
Yeah.
I believe there are a total of 103 buttons spread out across the 3 input devices. So you can see on this shifter unit, you have a lot of printed buttons here. So of course you can. These are
Maybe I can hold the camera. You can walk us through some of them.
Yeah.
Or maybe even with the help of Mark, because
Mark.
actually,
Yeah, I'm looking here and I can see like already on the left side there you have 4 buttons for the windows, driver and passenger side windows. You have the suspension, was that axle lock, beacons, lights, engine brake. This is it's really
wait, engine brake. Which one?
Top right.
These two.
Oh yeah, these two. Okay.
These two. There, we've also put in the function in the game where you can run through the input wizard, and then once you go through it, it will automatically recognize this wheel.
Oh, really?
The controls available, and it will assign everything based on
Like
what
the
you
proper, the correct
Yeah.
mapping. Will
so
be
you
done?
don't have to go in and press all 103 buttons to assign it manually.
Nice.
So if you go through the input wizard, you can just, like for example, this button will be to raise the left window. That will already be assigned. Everything here that you see is the default assignment. It will be done in the game once you load it. But of course, you can choose to reassign the functions if you want. There are some buttons that are not actually assigned. For example, there's an auxiliary 1, auxiliary 2.
Which is for beacons, for example.
You could do those stuff if you want to.
yeah, we actually already have a switch for beacons up there on the right. So if there's anything, any other
those are for
function,
beacons.
Yeah, true.
if there's any other function you feel like you might need, you have 2 buttons there you can use.
So in the future you can, if you think of anything that's useful to you that's not already here, you can do that. And of course there are some functions here that are also supporting one of the newer features we put in the game, like all these safety systems.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can even
Like
turn off the
lane
emergency
assist,
braking.
right? Emergency braking. That's
Lane
awesome.
assist.